I welcome to another session of the Success with People livecast. Hey, sit tight because in this livecast, we're going to unveil an approach for the transitioning from one year to the next. That's unique, that's different, never been done. It's going to be designed for your specific behavioral style. So sit tight. I'm Trevor E.S. Smith. I'm with the Success with People Academy, and I will be your guide as we explore tying up loose ends. And we're going to be doing this from your behavioral style. We're going to be looking at a step by step plan that sets the stage for success in the new year. I'm going to ask you today, this evening, to walk and chew gum. I want you to go through this exercise looking at it from your perspective. But you might be part of a team or maybe a team leader, some manager, etc. So I want you to also, as we go through this plan, look at how some of your colleagues or maybe family members going through the same process. Look at their perspective, and you might also want to challenge yourself to adopt a behavioral style, a different approach that might be more successful. Exciting times in this 30 to 35-minute session. So put away all of the distractions, take some notes, but focus. So as we have stepped into the new year, this is a great time. Normally, people reflect and we look at regrouping and we want to set the stage for success going forward. And so today we want to look at a completely different approach, a behavioral style approach to looking at tying up loose ends, carryover from last year, and how to leverage the understanding of the underpinning of these behavioral approaches for success. All right? All right, let's go. So, how do the different styles? If you are new to our approach in terms of using the DISC framework, dominance, influence, steadiness, conscientiousness, let me just walk you through quickly. So, we know the D style is on the right side of our chart, which is outgoing, task oriented. And it's in that toolkit, and we talk about 4 bags of tools that we have to navigate through life. Yeah, as life unfolds, we have 4 different approaches, 4 philosophies, 4 mindsets. I call them 4 kits, 4 bags of behaviors, all sorts of nuanced behaviors in each of the 4 toolkits. With extended disc, we identify 160 different unique behavioral styles. So there we go. So dominance is includes dominant behavior, decisiveness, task oriented, making things happen. All right. So that's the D style. And the D style approach to loose ends basically is to focus on efficiency, speed. What do we need to do with these things and have some clear outcomes? Yeah. So speed, efficiency, making it happen now, taking action. That's the D style approach. I style. The I style is outgoing, people oriented. Yeah. So influence, use of influence, innovation, creativity, all of those things fall into that I style toolkit. The approach basically to loose ends is to work with the team. So there's collaboration. And we want to look at it positively. We want to say, oh my gosh, look at how, all of these things are undone. So it's a more positive approach. And also, is there a chance that we could find some creative and innovative solutions to address these loose ends? The S style, which is on the left side, which is more inward looking, yeah, more reserved. And so it's people oriented, more reserved. And so you have things like steadiness, supportiveness, yeah, um, sensitivity, you know, feelings towards others, willing to support, help others, make of human kindness. That's the kind of thing that would be in the S-Style toolkit. And so the S-Style approach really is, let's see, we have been going along, let's see where we are, what needs to be done. And, again, this is a team exercise. We're going to have some consensus around this. The C-Style approach, basically, and the C-Style is, again, more reserved, task oriented. So we have conscientiousness, system, structure, holding people accountable. That's all in the C-Style toolkit. And the approach basically is maybe to pull up the Gantt chart and to say, okay, fine, what items on the critical path are at risk? And that then would decide what are the loose ends to tie up. All right. I'm going to go quickly today because we have 10 steps, and we want to look at how the 4-style approach each of these. So I'm going to go quickly. You have a chance to replay, of course. So there we go. So reflection is the first thing. We need to reflect. We need to go back as we look at this transition from the old year into the new year. We want to look back as well, see what it is. And so the D-style approach to reflection is very brief. And basically the idea is, hey, what worked well, what didn't work well, what needs improvement, and let's move, let's take action. The I-style approach tends to be a lot more positive in terms of wanting to recount some of the wonderful experiences, and it's a lot more dialogue, maybe it takes a little bit more time as well as we celebrate and enjoy some of the moments, and put them out in stories. The S-style is really about purpose. Where are we? Are we aligned with our purpose? Are we moving ahead at the pace that we should have? And what about the people? Are we, making sure that everybody is okay as we move forward? Yeah. The C-style, again, looks at the whole situation in terms of what lessons did we learn? What is it that went wrong? And how can we organize to make sure that it doesn't happen that way in the future? So that's it. And then the priorities, the prioritization. The D-style priorities might be to look at some high impact areas, that needs to be addressed urgently, and if done urgently, and if successfully done, then that could actually help to achieve success, move the process forward. So it's more cherry picking, look at items that could have high impact and deal with it, as against doing a comprehensive analysis of what is outstanding. Yeah. The I-style might actually be moved to prioritize those new experiences, chances to innovate and create and to make new connections. Might be, I'm not saying that is the case, but that's a temptation that you might have to resist, that this nice, juicy, sexy project might excite you as against something that's kind of dry, but still very important. The S-style is going to be a discussion. It's going to be a consensus. Let us find out where we are. Are we continuing along the trend that we have been going, or is there going to be a change? But let us discuss it. And the C-style, again, pulls up whatever plans there are, the multi-year plan, and decides what it is that we're going to do based on the plan. And if we're going to change the plan, then we need to have good sound reasons for that. And then the step 3 is to look then. So we have reflected, yes, we have prioritized, and now we need to communicate, because this is it. This is team. We're not islands by ourselves. So this style communication tends to be bullet point, direct, driven. Let's say what it is. Clarity. Everybody understands where we are. Done. I style tends to be a lot more expressive and engaging, transparent, but very open, in terms of the dialogue. And of course, connecting, wanting to connect. The S style is communication tends to be very supportive and empathetic. Very, very, very milk of human kindness, as I say, very important that we take the people um, issues into consideration. So the communication tends to be politically correct. Um, and we might actually leave some issues that could be brought to the table but might cause conflict, and we might leave those for a little bit uh, later. Yeah. Um, so we want to create a safe space for everybody. The C style tend to be matter of fact, factual, precise, detailed, containing evidence-based data, right? So there's communication, and we're trying to avoid misunderstandings. So everybody knows what is what. Call a spade a spade. Yeah. And the fourth step is to celebrate. Yes, yes, there must be something good that we can carry forward. So we want to celebrate. The D style celebration would be yes, if we have achieved some tangible um, objectives, then let's go. But let us not spend too much of the time celebrating because we have other milestones, we have other goals to go after. So, yeah, quick, yes, recognition. Let's move on. Um, the I style actually celebrates not only the outcomes but also the journey, because that's beautiful. Our movement towards these goals brings satisfaction. So let us identify those satisfying aspects of the journey. Yeah. Again, it's very team oriented, a lot of team spirit. And to understand how team spirit and a sense of collaboration, yeah, can make a difference in terms of achieving success. The S style also celebrates, but in a collaborative way. It's the team. It's not personal. It's a team that has done this. And so what we want to do then is to look at how we have moved forward as a team and what it is that we have done in the context of togetherness, unity. The C style celebration is let us look at goals, objectives, KPIs. Did we hit them? Yeah, okay, fine. We can have recognition and celebration around those targets that have been hit. As long as we are executing the plan, that's fine. We can celebrate. But we don't want to have celebrations and we're still missing targets. We're still not on track. Okay. Number 5, having done the celebration, we want to now look at learning and growing. Yes? So that's happened. As we are going along this journey, we need to learn. We need to grow. We can't be the same going forward. We need to grow. So the D style actually wants to take from the experiences of the past, want to take action, want to take action. Let's see if this could work better. Let's do this instead. Let's do that instead. And basically the idea then is when we take action, we can learn. If it doesn't work, we do something else. So it is sort of more learn by doing. And so that might have an issue with some individuals who are saying, no, but let us work it out. Let us plan. Let us see. Yeah, by the time you're doing all of that research and so on, I have just gone and done. And then I can know whether it works or not. All right? So feedback is important, yes. And results are important in terms of guiding what it is that they do. So in terms of planning for the future, it is do, see the outcome, get feedback, do again. The I-style approach is experimentation, learn through experimentation and the sharing of ideas. Yeah. So innovate, create, try something new. Right? And Of course, as new emerging best practices or new innovative ideas come on stream, yes, we want to try these as well because that makes sense. We can improve by being willing to take on board new ideas, new strategies. The S style wants to learn through training, through collaboration, and through consultation. You want me to do something? Are we going to go forward? Help to understand what it is that we're going to do. Is there a manual? Can we outline the processes? What it is that we want to do? How we're going to go about it? And then let us collaborate. Let us look at how we're going to do it. Maybe you can look over my shoulder, I look over your shoulder. And I want to be able to consult. I want to be able to come to you and to say, hey, are you having a challenge with this? And I want you to come and do it. So there's a group, team learning here, but it shouldn't be that I have to be going to, help, online help to find this and get that. I should not be fiddling my way through it. So if we're going to do something differently, come up with a formal training program and put us through it. That's the I style, this S style approach. The C style also wants structure. They want to be have access to material. They want to learn by analyzing the situation, by researching it, by seeing how others have done. They want case studies then to see how we can go forward, right? And obviously, instructions, documented instructions from the proper source will help. Okay, so step 6, check your competence. What has taken you here won't get you to where you need to go. So we want to look then at reviewing our skill sets. What kinds of skill upgrade do we need if we want to move to the next level? The D-style approach really would again be looking at a few skills that could actually give them a quantum leap, carry them to the next level. They might not actually spend a lot of time looking at strengthening their administrative and logistical skills. They really want to have some high impact new skill that could be a differentiator. Yeah, some of the admin stuff kind of boring. That's not the style. The I style want again new skills. They might be consistently looking to acquire new, innovative, dramatically different approaches and skills as against tightening up some of the work, some of the things that you need to tighten up with. What about your proofreading? What about your timekeeping? Those are some of the things that maybe you should spend some time organizing, but that's not really top of mind for the I-style user. The I-style user wants new, exciting. Yes. The S-style user wants to look at how things are done. Very, very focused on the how. Yeah. So the logistics and the administrative activities are important. They, in turn, now, might not be as so keen to experiment, to go and check out new emerging, techniques. Yeah, they would prefer to double down on that competence to make sure that things happen, that reliability, as against looking for exciting, potentially disruptive new techniques. The C style would be looking at their competences, looking at the required skill set from the competency framework and seeing if there are gaps. So they will look at the competency framework. So these are the competencies that they should have along with the descriptors. And they are saying, where am I? Am I aligned with this? If not, let me take it up and do some work. They could also look at the behavioral assessments and to see if there are behavioral skill gaps that they need to fix. But it's a lot more um, evidence-driven approach. Okay, and then decluttering. Of course, we can't carry all the junk, the baggage into the next year. So the whole idea is we need to declutter our environment. Come up with a clean desk. Ooh, that's an idea. All right. So, what is the D style approach to the decluttering of the environment? Basically, the D style wants an organized and efficient workspace. Yeah. Clutter is a distraction. So they might actually streamline processes for maximum productivity. Yeah, so they might organize their inbox and they might organize the desk and make sure that anything that's unnecessary is thrown out. That's this style. The I style. They thrive in a vibrant and collaborative workspace. So frankly, they might actually place a lot more emphasis on energizing the team and and tidying up. So the time when we come back as a team leader, we're gonna talk about rallying, how we're gonna do this year. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As against, hey, we need to fix this up and tidy that up, and some of the logistical kind of maintenance things might get pushed to the side. Might. The S style. Style also wants a good and well organized thing. And basically, the style mantra would be everything in its place, a place for everything. A cluttered desk is a cluttered mind. So that's it. You understand the S style approach. And of course, the C style also wants a highly efficient workplace. They might actually introduce things like productivity aids and props to enhance efficiency. Yeah, that's where we are. Okay, intentions now. Yeah, so we tidy up, we have done and prioritize, etc. Now we want to look at what are our intentions. So, of course, the D style approach is to set clear, manageable goals. And their intentions, their goals tend to be driven by desire and need to achieve above average. One, so they set themselves high targets, right? And they want some tangible outcomes. Yeah? The I style um, tend to want to look at achievements because they're very much goal oriented, like the D style, but they want to be able to achieve those goals while they're enjoying the journey. That's the key. So new experiences and the journey should be enjoyable. Yeah. So ideally, then their goals would involve fostering creativity and innovation. The S style tends to want to have a discussion around our purpose. This is our why, and consequently, our why should lead to these objectives. And again, our why should include the well being of the team, creating a supportive um, environment. And the C style would have this plan already, have a multi year plan that is being updated annually, yeah, along with the metrics that are there. So, what kind of adjustments then? Having done all of that, there are some tweaks if we're going to be successful going forward. And so, the tweak that we recommend for our D style users, people who have a preference for using D style dominance, um, spend a little bit more time reflecting on potential pitfalls, trying to get some deeper understanding from what it is that has happened, and also work at team. See if you could have a more united team. Okay. I style. The suggestion for you is incorporate more structured planning. I know the creativity and I know the multitasking, but please see if you can temper some of that so that you can be concrete, you can be systematic, you can be more laser focused. Also, learn to say no more frequently because part of the challenge you have is being willing to say yes, yes, yes intrusions or people asking you to do things. So yes, continue to maintain your focus on teams and your positive communication, but learn to say no some more so that you can be more focused. Your style tweaks, be more assertive. Gotta be more assertive. Gotta show more confidence in your communication. Yeah? You have the skills. People respect you. Do not be this humble calf. Be more aggressive. Not aggressive. Be more assertive. Right? And also protect yourself and be an advocate for the well-being of others. And the C style tweak, please adopt flexibility as a pillar. You want to be resilient. Well, common sense resilience must include flexibility and place greater value on relationships. Yes, connect with people for greater success. And number 10, this is the last our drives. We have something to share afterwards in terms of an action plan. But use your behavioral assessment. Here is a extract from a role fit analysis for leaders, and it will tell you where you are in terms of the red area would be ideal, and the black areas are where you fall. So there are going to be some 20% and some 15% fit, as against some 100%. We strongly suggest that you look at 3 or so of the 15-20% areas that you're not a good fit, and work on those over 90 days or so, along with 2 or so of the 100 or the 90% fit. Powerful, because this gives you line by line competencies that you can work on to enhance your productivity and your performance. So that's that. This is net level growth strategy. So take some action. Are you ready for next level growth? I'm just suggesting that there's something, hopefully, that I've said that you could actually latch on to and take action about. The other thing would be to talk to us. Talk to us at the Success with People Academy to see how we can enhance your journey. You can do the behavioral DNA assessments, get coaching around it. In areas like leadership, discerning communication, sales, conflict management, team dynamics. Yeah. Or in terms of your recruitment and selection, we also provide fulsome assessments in that area. Another thing that I want to talk about is the use of a modern version of competency framework. We call it the Competency Framework 2.0. We have no strategies for accelerated development and deployment. It's no longer this long year project over time. We can actually do it now. Quickly talk to us about your competency framework. We can make a difference. And this is a modern competency framework that deals with not only competencies but by role base. So right from the top down, if you have 6-7 levels, we give you competencies and show you the descriptors for each level, which will be different, of course. All right. So insights at your fingertips. These live casts are being recorded and are shared on our YouTube channel. So it's extended disc solutions on YouTube. You can access all of these live casts. Also, we have the Leadership DNA Club on LinkedIn. Please ask me to join. It's not one of those advertising boards. All the content is carefully curated and very valuable. All right. And so we also have the companion Success with People newsletter that comes out every week. You can actually subscribe. Again, if you go to LinkedIn and look for newsletter, Success with People newsletter, you can actually just get it in your inbox. And of course, we are happy. We're happy to have a conversation with you. Send me an email at info@successwithpeople.org. info@successwithpeople.org. Quick word, we are the Success with People Academy. We are a division of the InfoServe Group. We deploy our discerning model of communication and leadership to promote growth at the personal level, the team level, and at the organizational level. Yeah. We also, as you would have known by now, uh, offer granular behavioral daily assessments from Extended Disc on the Revolutionary Things platform. You will see there the icon from SHRM. So we are a SHRM recertification provider, which means that when we give you professional development credits, you can use them to be recertified for your SHRM CP or your SHRM SCP certification. What that really means is that we operate at high quality levels so that we could be actually um, affiliated with the SHRM recertification process. Give us a call. Send me an email at info@successwithpeople.org and let's talk. I want to thank you for your time. Next week, we'll be back at the same time, new time. It's 7 p.m. on Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is UTC -5. All right. Thank you very much.